Good Sunday morning, everybody. Good Sunday morning. Welcome to Sunday with Spirit. This is not a political card pull for my new people joining me for the first time. We are a group of like-minded souls coming together in our minds to form an imaginary circle where we call upon our angels and our guides to give us a little enlightenment on how we can move through these times that seem so challenging to us. And I like to think of us sitting around a fire, but that's a little dicey these days, so we can go down into the ocean. Last week we did not into the ocean, onto the beach. And last week this one woman said, yeah, I got up off the circle and I took a swim. How's the water? Cold. It's funny. So today I think I want to go by a stream. A little stream, and there'll be a little grassy area next to it. And up the stream, there's a little teeny waterfall, a couple of series of little waterfalls. And you can hear it babbling, the brook babbling. And that puts us into that meditative trance so that we can ask Spirit to help us. Give us a message. And I got a message from a friend of mine, and it was from White Eagle, talking about going through the portal, feeling guilty about happiness. How we should not feel. We should be happy and not feel guilty about it. We should have abundance and not feel guilty about it. And it's hard these days when you look at all the people and all the suffering. It's hard not to feel guilty. Why am I so special? But there's always people that are more than me, more than you, healthier. So anyway, I'm struggling with this a little bit because these times are so hard. So this message from White Eagle, and I'm looking at it and I'm going, okay, well, let me see who he is. My wife comes in and she picks up a book at that little library on the corner. It's just a box, and you take a book, give a book, those things. And she goes, I got a book for you. And it's White Eagle. I go, what? I haven't read it. I think it's a book channeled by White Eagle. We'll find out. It's a spiritual book. But this message that I'll put at the description of the video so you can read it talks about going through the Lionsgate portal or falling before you get to it. And so I wanted some help. I wanted some clarification on that. So I used my clarifier cards. I got these new little cards. They're great. Look at that. Hand done. Clarifiers. So I got a clarifier of somebody by a gravesite. I don't know if it's a young person or an old person. It doesn't really matter. I got a lamp desk shining its light brightly. And I got the raven magic. So I'm asking for clarifiers where to go with this Sunday with Spirit message. Help me out. Where do I go with this? And I get this email from White Eagle talking about don't give up your happiness. Don't feel guilty because you're happy when everything else around you is not happy. It feels like it's falling apart. And he was also talking about the duality of spiritual and earthly things. Spending too much time on spiritual, you'll become a fanatic. Spending too much time with media and news, you'll become delusional. I think those were the words he said. You can read it in the thing. Anyway. And so there needs to be a balance. So where is the balance here? Certainly we need to know what's going on in the news, but we don't need to be in it all the time and watch the loop continually. And he talks about being the eagle above, getting a perspective, seeing the whole picture, not just the little things. And this, to me, is being so in the moment and not seeing the bigger picture. Not seeing the spirit card of this. This is the earthly plane. Somebody fell into the grave. They're going to have dirt thrown on top of them, and that's it. But no, that's not it. There's so much more to just that part of life. And that this card can indicate just a loss of a way of life, an object, something, anything. It's just sadness. I wish that was back. It's not. This light, though, is shining the light, and it's more spiritual. So I think this is the spiritual, this is the earthly, and when you blend the two together, you get magic. So that's what I got out of the clarifiers, and they were super powerful. Let's see what we get out of the shaman dream. Sky dancer, surrender. Let's not hold on to things too tightly if they're going to keep us to the ground. We got to let go of them so that we can fly up. The wall and obstacles. Clearly, that's a heavy card. It's all black, but there is light. I mean, we can get through these obstacles, but these obstacles seem so oppressive in this card. It takes over the card. But we have to get into the center. We have to get to the light. We have to get to the light. And we have the Fool's Embrace, transmutation. I look at this card two different ways. I was going to put it down, picked it up. We can have a Fool's Embrace by hanging on to the past. Or we can be really foolish and embrace the magic. Embrace the light. Where do we want to go? What do we want to do? Do we want to fall before the portal? Or do we want to go through the portal to a new beginning, to a new way of envisioning life on this planet? Return to Spirit deck. What Spirit wants us to return to is our gifted, is being gifted. We have gifts, but we're not using them. Return to Spirit. Return to being gifted. Return to faith. Know that things are going to be okay. I mean, we feel this change. We feel it. Just have faith that is not us. This sadness, this longing is not us. We're the light. Return to vibration. This is another one. Is it a high vibration or is it a low vibration? Obviously, I want it to be a high vibration. But when you look at it from this to this card, over to here. They're all dark cards. So stay in the bright, stay in the higher vibration. It's easy to fall into those. And this is Work Your Light. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Unbound. This is so different card than this one here. This is a little joyous. This is a little not. And even though we can't see the faces, it's like, you know, they're still tethered here. This one's so joyous. These are kind of struggling because they're still tethered. I don't know if you can see that. Not this one, but these ones. Let go. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanities. Pleiades. Being light workers, keeping in the light, staying in the light, lifting humanity up. You can't lift humanity up if you're sad all the time. Nobody will want to be around you. And align your life. What is not aligned, what needs to change. Feeling guilty because you're happy because other people are suffering, that was the line that just really struck me. Align our lives with happiness, and then people around you will be happy. So where I feel I am is I'm here. I am trying to get away from this wall of emotion that I'm feeling for our planet. And I'm too stuck here. And I need to be here. I need to be the sky dancer. But you see, there's surrender, let go of past attachments, unbound, what is keeping you here, let that go. So we're not, for me, I'm still attached, too attached, and I can't fly like I want to fly. But have faith, know, return to the gifted part that you have, the high vibration, trust in the magic, turn the light on. Speaking of turning, I'm just going to turn that over. That over. I do like the Fool's Embrace. Align your life. I don't want to be shattered. I'm going to turn that over because my life is aligned. Align your life. What is not? It is aligned. My life is aligned. And I have released my past lives and soul contracts. As we turn these cards over, we're left with light, magic, Fool's Embrace, I don't have pain, so I got to turn that over. Gifted, faith, high vibration, channeling and uplifting humanity. Those are the cards I would leave up. I'm going to flip them over, and you guys can play the game too. What cards would you flip over to go through the portal? What cards would you flip over to go through the portal? Unbound, Pleiades, align your life. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching Sunday with Spirit. Peace and love.